Howdy y'all, Christi here with Little Salty Homesteader, and today I'm going to be taking you on our March 2023 garden tour. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you watched the February 2023 garden tour, there wasn't a whole lot going on, but as you can see, within those 4 weeks, a whole lot has changed. So let's go ahead and take a look at what all is growing. So here is the Carolina Reaper plant that I overwintered without trying to overwinter it. I was really just trying to keep it protected while some other peppers were ripening, and then it just stayed kind of lush. So I just let it be living its best life in the house over winter, and now it's back outside and it's putting on lots of new leaves and stuff, so hopefully it will start blooming soon. And then here's two more super hot type. So there's a Carolina Reaper and there's datil pepper, and then this is a perennial hardy hibiscus that's coming back here. Really exciting. This one's really beautiful. It has big fuchsia flowers, so I'm excited to see this come back. And here's just a little flower container with zinnia, snapdragons, and alyssum. You can see the zinnia is going to be blooming soon, so that'll be really pretty. I promised Jake I'd get more color going on in the garden with flowers and stuff, so at least we'll have that on the patio. This green stalk is culinary and some medicinal herbs. I transplanted everything that I started from seed out here. The cold stratified stuff has been moved out here, and then I up potted these two. They were in 1 gallon and now they're in 3, and then I just amended this sage, and as you can see, they are looking pretty happy. The common time here is starting to flower. You can still use it once it reaches the flowering stage. I'll just be able to collect some seeds from it, and the flowers are really cute. But one thing I wanted to show you over here was an update on some of the stuff that I cold stratified. Like there's some chamomile, here's hyssop, and then Mondalvian dragon balm. This one I'm really excited about. So that one looks really good. I'm really excited about it. And then this I'm also really excited about. This is cumin. I tried to grow it before and I was not successful. I started this one indoors and transplanted it out, and it's looking really good. And then I have eggplant and just, you know, random flowers and herbs in here, and also in the other light post bucket there. This was my daughter's butterfly plant. I was trying to wait to see if it would come back. I don't think it is, so I'm going to have to replace it. Over here, this is really exciting. These are black garbanzo beans that I planted, and almost all of them sprouted. So it had 100% germination, and so I'm just gonna let these grow. And then there's some flowers here and here. This is 1 straw flower plus some alyssum. Then we have this lettuce green stalk that also has kale and nasturtiums growing throughout. The kale really exploded over this last week, so it's looking like really giant compared to the lettuce. We've just been coming and cutting lettuce as we need it for salads and stuff, so that's been really nice to not have to buy lettuce for things. Okay, so this is the flower bed that is along the edge of my patio, and I've been slowly kind of amending the soil here. It's still not in the greatest of shape, but I went ahead and planted some flowers in here anyway because I had a ton of volunteers come up like along the edges from blowing out of the containers and stuff. So I thought, well, I'll transplant these here and see what happens. So we have zinnias, that is amaranth, and then we have different varieties of snapdragons, and then some more zinnias, and I think that might be New Zealand spinach right there that self-seeded and is coming back. That is actually a heat-tolerant variety of spinach. It has the same mucilage quality that okra has, so it can be a little bit slimy, but it tastes pretty good. Then we have cosmos here. And then I just followed the same pattern down here with the zinnia, cosmos. It's just kind of reversed from that end so that it would kind of be like a cohesive look. And then we have some volunteer calendula from growing in the green stalk last year. So that's really exciting to see. So this is actually a chocolate daisy. I grew it last year and it came back. So it is a perennial. So I'm really excited to see that back. But all of these quads here have sunflowers planted in them. I have 6 different varieties of sunflowers that I'm growing this year. So I just kind of created a pattern with them, trying to get, you know, contrasting colors and things throughout. So as you can see, most of them have sprouted and then they will grow pretty quickly. And the back ones are going to be taller. I think one of them gets up to like 7 foot tall. And then these ones in the front are more of the dwarf, shorter varieties. And then I sowed this in the fall, and this is Bells of Ireland. I wanted to call it Canterbury Bells, but that's not what it is. Bells of Ireland. I actually sowed several, but that's the only one that came up, and that's okay. And then in this bucket here, that's a bleeding heart. And then that has my roselle hibiscus, and I'm not quite sure what that is. It could be, says dark red hollyhock. I didn't think that was going to come up, which was why I planted the hibiscus there, so I may have to do transplanting. We'll see. Okay, now we get into the raised beds, and these are pretty heavily planted. I wanted to pack as much food in here as I could possibly squeeze without crowding the plants out and being a detriment to their growth. So this side right here is actually the front side, and then this is the back side. So the front side all the way down, both beds, is sweet peppers, and then it has companion plants of marigolds, nasturtium, calendula interspersed between the plants. Down the very middle of both is bush bean varieties, and then I have basil kind of in the back, almost the very, very back, all the way down. Some is plant starts and some was direct sown seeds. And then back here we have little okra babies making their debut, and I have nasturtiums and marigolds companion planted between them. Not all of them have germinated yet, but here we go. Really, really exciting to see. That's actually nasturtium right there. And then here's more okra, marigold, and then this is a Space Master 80 cucumber. So my plan is to kind of drape it over this edge just a little bit. So that's this bed. This other bed is a little bit different. Along the back, I had some extra tomatoes. These are all cherries, I believe. So I just planted them along the back here, except at the very ends here. And down there is okra. I'm not sure. That looks like okra right there. This is the motherland okra, so this one's going to get quite big. And then, like I said, down the middle there is bush beans. These were actually planted like 6 days after those, so they're a little bit behind. This quad right here has 2 tomato plants with companion plants in each one. I'm really trying to do my best to deter hornworms and aphids and spider mites. So every tomato plant has a buddy or 2 buddies. And then this is like a butterfly garden mix planted in both of these. Just really pollinator friendly stuff to attract those good pollinators. And then this, you know, is the rest of the sweet peppers. And then look how lovely. This is a strawberry blonde marigold. And I just think they're so darling. They're so pretty. And then that is borage right there, which is supposed to also be a hornworm deterrent. So that's super exciting. And then one of my favorite parts of the entire garden is this tomato patch right here. This has, I believe, 41 7 or 10 gallon grow bags, each with a tomato plant. And each tomato plant has at least one buddy. So right here you can see basil, marigold. The basil marigold is alternated every other tomato plant, and it's different marigolds, different basil. It's not all the same ones. No one family realistically needs this much basil. However, I plan on preserving some of it and creating like an ultimate basil seasoning blend to give away at Christmas as gifts. So the basil will be used. Pollinators also love it once it goes to flower, and it looks just darling whenever it's growing. This is purple ruffles, and I think this is probably the most beautiful basil I've ever seen. And then if it doesn't have marigold and basil, it will have either calendula or like this one has calendula, and then this one has nasturtium and dill. So it will have either one or the other. And then I do plan on coming back out and possibly sowing some borage seeds in with some of the calendulas just to see what happens. The strawberry blonde marigolds are the only ones that are currently blooming at the moment. You can see there's like kind of a color difference from flower to flower, so no two are the same color. It's really fun, really pretty. The other one that's about to bloom is actually, I believe that's Queen Sophia. Oh no, this is just a marigold medley, so that's just going to be a yellow marigold. But I have Queen Sophia's planted in here, and I also have see the marigold medley. I think that's only 3 types I planted in here, if I can remember right. But there's like 6 types of basil planted throughout. There's purple varieties, holy basil, lemon basil, Thai basil, you name it. If there's a basil, hopefully I already have it. If not, it's on my list to buy. But there's another one of the purple ruffles basil. So as it gets bigger, you can kind of see how the leaves get ruffled on the edges. But the varying degrees of marbling and variegation, I was not expecting, and it is like the best surprise. This is just absolutely stunning. So that's pretty much, we have some calendulas making their appearance. Happy birthday, babies. But that is Logan on his scooter. But that is the March 30th, 2023 garden for Little Salty Homesteader. It's really exciting. I got everything in the ground last week, so it's all settling in pretty nicely. Garden tour. Thank you so much for joining me today. Just as a heads up, I am only going to be putting out 1 video per week for the next few weeks. I have quite a large project with my corporate job going on, so it's really hard for me to film, edit, and publish the 2 videos a week right now. Once that project is wrapped up, I'll be back to posting the Make It Delicious Monday videos. Hey buddy, are you enjoying your day off from school?
Yeah.
Cool. What are you gonna do after you're done with your scooter? You don't know? Maybe eat some lunch? If you guys want to see more garden tours in the future, I try to put up 1 a month. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, all of that stuff. That way you'll know whenever the new uploads hit. I do currently upload every week. Right now the schedule is every Thursday because of the work project, but once that wraps up, I'll be back to Mondays and Thursdays. But that's dancing. So thank you guys so much for watching today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.